You call
can say
yourself
all
a
day
Christian
long,
listened
I
to
hate
this.
Trump, and you know what? That's not going to change anything, because I'm going to tell you this: you can hate him all day long. Rest assured that if Kamala takes over, you won't have a place to hate him. You won't have a nation to hate. You're gonna be a bought and paid for communist, bought and paid for socialist, bought and paid for Marxist, and nobody will care about your rights, and nobody care about your viewpoints. And guess what? They will tell you when you'll get pregnant, and they'll tell you whether you'll have a child. Let's look at China. They got to ask permission to get pregnant.
Absolutely.
You're looking at all of these other nations where this thing has traveled across the waters. This is about America being a Christian nation. Now, we may not be acting like Christians, but then a lot of folk in church are not acting like Christians. We may not be singing it. We may just be waking up. We could have let the whole lot go, let a lot of things slide. But the issue that we have to ask is if Jesus Christ is ready to turn us over. Because if he's not ready, Kamala will not win this election. The issue is not Trump and Kamala. The issue is Jesus Christ and the powers of darkness.
Yes.
When you go to make your vote, you need to find out. Like we said, you can have kingdom without churches, which is what they want. But you can't have churches without kingdom. And Christianity did not start out as literature, as a text. It started out as beings, people. Christ in you, the hope of glory. And we can say it all day long. Well, you know, they can tell you they don't like Trump, but they can't tell you why they believe in abortion other than the woman has a right to screw around, get pregnant, and kill the kid. Because you couldn't figure that out before you laid down. You didn't realize you didn't want to have a kid when you laid down without protection in an era where you got like 5 different decisions before you get pregnant.
Well,
and then you turn around, you take the pill in the morning. Nobody ever knows what you did. This is not about all of that. This is about child sacrifice. This is not about whether or not we can pray in school. It's about who can pray in school. This is not about whether or not we can read the Bible. It's about whether or not we're going to read the Bible by the Holy Ghost or anti-invading Bible. See, we're fighting the wrong fight, and we're fighting and we're arguing the wrong case. And we're not looking at the things that are seen, because when Satan blinds your mind, the obvious is not seen. It's kind of like looking for a pin on your desk, and you're convinced that it's not on your desk. You will never see that pin. This is what apostles did. Apostles were not sitting in church or fighting to be in church, or as some apostle told me, if you just stop preaching apostolic, you'll get big. Well, you know what? People don't want to hear that on Sunday morning. Well, they didn't want to hear it 10 years ago, but guess what? What they didn't want to hear, they now fear.